Imagine this. You're focused on achieving your financial goals and making satisfactory progress. However, out of nowhere, you're bombarded with yet another marketing message, among the countless ones you come across every day. It could be a not-to-be-missed deal or an exceptional opportunity. At first glance, you may consider exploring it, as no one likes to miss out on a lucrative deal. However, these offers are not actually advantageous but rather deceitful money traps. Often, they can lead you straight into the arms of debt. That's why it's crucial to steer clear of these 10 significant money traps. Number 1. Risk-free trials. To lure people into paying more than they initially intended, companies often employ the risky tactic of promoting so-called risk-free trials. Such trials require users to sign up by providing their debit card information, after which the trial period commences. However, this trap is set up such that people are expected to forget to cancel the subscription, which often results in the company charging a much higher monthly rate than the initial trial amount. Unfortunately, most people fall for this trap and end up with unexpected and expensive bills. My advice is to avoid these risk-free trials altogether. Number 2. No money down plans. These money traps are marketing schemes that allow you to take home an item without having to pay anything up front. This type of offer can be tempting, especially if you want something that you can't afford to buy outright. However, it's important to be aware that these plans can be a financial trap that leads to long-term payments with high interest rates. Even though 0% down might sound like a convenient offer, you'll eventually have to pay for the item, and the payment terms usually range from 12 to 36 months. If you can't pay off the item before the deadline, interest charges will be backdated to the date of purchase, which means you'll end up paying much more than the original price of the item. To avoid falling into this financial trap, it's best to purchase something only when you have the funds to do so. If you can't wait, it's recommended that you first compare prices to ensure that you're paying a reasonable price for the item. Second, as soon as you obtain the item, start saving up for the funds, and don't wait for the due date to avoid any trouble. By doing so, you can avoid paying extra money for an item that you could have bought for less if you had saved up for it. Number 3. Car leases. Leasing a luxurious car or any other expensive item may seem like a great way to enjoy the finer things in life without committing to a significant financial investment. However, it is essential to consider the long-term costs of leasing such items. Often, leasing comes with high monthly payments, and when you add up the cost of these payments over time, it may end up being much more expensive than buying the item outright. Furthermore, leasing can lead to a lifestyle trap where you feel compelled to keep up with the latest trends and always upgrade to newer and more expensive items. This can lead to overspending and cause you to fall into debt, making it difficult to maintain your financial stability and achieve your long-term financial goals. Therefore, it's best to focus on spending within your means and avoiding the temptation to overspend on temporary satisfaction. Instead of leasing or buying expensive items that you cannot afford, you should prioritize saving for the future, building an emergency fund, and investing in assets that will appreciate in value over time. Number 4. Surprise contest winnings. Have you ever received an email notifying you that you've won a contest you never even entered? This is what we call a bait, and you'd be surprised at how many people fall for it. These types of emails typically ask for a fee in order to claim the prize, which is a total scam. Legitimate contest and lottery winners don't have to pay any fees to receive their winnings. Some traps come in the form of a pop-up ad promising an Amazon gift card, but these are also designed to trick you into giving away your money. It's important to be cautious and avoid clicking on suspicious pop-ups, as they can lead you down a rabbit hole that you may not be able to get out of. It all starts with a simple message, so always be wary of unexpected emails or ads. Number 5. Payday loans. Payday loans come with extremely high interest rates, leaving you with regrets for taking out the loan. While unexpected financial emergencies can be challenging, never resort to a payday loan. They are the worst of the worst in the financial industry, and taking out one of these loans can be a financial nightmare. Unlike credit cards, which offer benefits like cashback and rewards, payday loans only take your money, often with exorbitant interest rates. If you find yourself in a financial bind, it's better to consider options like getting an extra job or selling items you don't need instead of going to a payday loan shop. These shops are legal loan sharks that will drain your finances and take years to recover from. Number 6. Credit cards. It may be difficult to accept, but credit cards are actually a financial trap. While they may appear to save you money, they can ultimately lead to increased spending due to their associated costs. Credit card companies are skilled at luring in new customers with enticing sign-up bonuses and freebies. Consider the countless college students who possess numerous credit cards, despite not yet earning an income. This leads to substantial credit card debt, compounded by taxes and hidden fees that can be just as costly as borrowing from a loan shark. To avoid falling into this trap, it's important to limit yourself to one credit card for emergencies only and cancel any unused cards. Additionally, avoid making unnecessary purchases and always pay off your credit card debt in full to avoid interest charges. By following these tips, you can steer clear of overwhelming credit card debt. Remember to always live within your means and adhere to a strict budget. Number 7. Adjustable rate mortgages. The mortgage rate typically comes in two forms: fixed rate and variable rate, also known as adjustable rate, where the interest you need to pay changes periodically. It's advisable to avoid adjustable rate mortgages, whether it's a 4-year or 6-year ARM, because once the interest rate adjusts, you will have no control over where it goes. Choosing an adjustable rate mortgage is like playing with fire. To avoid this money trap, consider getting a fixed rate mortgage, so you have a fixed maximum amount to pay, and you won't be surprised by future mortgage rate increases. Alternatively, when looking to buy a house, start with what you can comfortably afford rather than what you can borrow. Number 8. Investment scams. At some point in our lives, we may encounter enticing offers that seem too good to be true. As the old saying goes, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Many individuals are on the lookout for opportunities to increase their earnings with little to no risk, but it's important to remember that this approach rarely works. In reality, it takes money to make money. Therefore, if someone approaches you with unsolicited investment advice, it's crucial to exercise caution. Offers that promise a fixed return of 10% or more over the next few years are often fraudulent schemes. It's especially suspicious when these deals are offered exclusively to a select group and create a sense of urgency or fear of missing out. Don't be fooled by such investment scams. It's essential to remain vigilant and question why the offer is being made to you specifically and not others. Before making any investment decisions, take the time to thoroughly examine the deal and even request a contract or conduct research on the company. Don't fall for investment scams. Number 9. Student loans. You aspire to attend university, but your financial situation may not allow it. What options do you have? One popular solution is to obtain a government student loan. While these loans can offer opportunities for individuals who may not otherwise have been able to pursue higher education, they also represent a significant financial pitfall in many countries. In fact, the worldwide student loan crisis has amassed a staggering $1.6 trillion in debt. Fortunately, there are alternatives to taking out a loan. For example, you can pay for your education out of pocket, seek out grants and scholarships, choose a more affordable college, or start at a community college before transferring to a university. By pursuing these options, you can avoid debt and graduate without the burden of financial stress, allowing you to focus on achieving your goals and making your mark on the world. And number 10. Lack of savings. It is often said that without savings, we leave ourselves vulnerable to unexpected expenses that can quickly lead to debt, no matter how small they may seem. Therefore, it is essential to have a rainy day fund set aside. As a wise individual once noted, if we fail to take control of our finances, they will quickly take control of us. It can be challenging to strike a balance between saving and spending, as this decision affects our net worth, quality of life, and stress levels. While the general rule is to save at least 10% of our income, it is wise to save as much as possible since we never know what the future may hold. For example, anyone considering buying a house should aim to save a down payment of 20% or more, in addition to covering moving expenses and having a healthy contingency fund. Such expenses can add up quickly, making a substantial savings account crucial. Ultimately, savings enable us to fund our dreams and make them a reality. With all of these potential money traps in mind, I hope that you will make wise decisions and avoid falling into them. Debt has become a significant industry, and yielding to these traps only enriches others at our expense. If we wish to fund our aspirations and relish our hard-earned income, we must choose differently. That concludes today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it valuable. If so, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and would like to see more content like this. With that, I wish you a fantastic day and look forward to seeing you in the next one.